Okay, what we're doing here is we're going to reflash a 2011 BMW 328i E92 series. We're using a pass-through device, the Snap-on Pass-Through Pro 2, and as you can see we also have the Snap-on charger box hooked up to maintain the power that's necessary to keep everything going. And as you can see inside the vehicle, you can see we got everything hooked up. The door has to remain open. This car has a DME update, which is the engine controller, and a few other processes need to be done. So I figured I'd kind of show you the steps here as basic as I can. I've already gotten to the level to where we're about to do our programming. It is now explaining to us that we need to go through and look. This tells us the actual measure plan, and that's what it's going to do. And it's going to go through, and I don't know if I can clear it into this enough, but what it's going to do is it's going to take some of the modules and program them, and some of them it'll code them. Now, being as we're using the pass-through device, it cannot give us an estimated time. It's just the way the software is set up. Now in the past we've seen where we had a CIC unit we replaced and it took forever, but later we found out that the pass-through device was not the best avenue to take when trying to do a CIC head unit replacement, so we ended up going and using the actual ICOM to do that. So here we're going to accept the measure plan because it's basically telling us that the FRM, the DME, the junction box, the DSC, all need to be programmed and they all need to be coded. And we did take this vehicle, by the way, to the dealership, and because the vehicle was involved in an accident prior, the dealer did not want to do the update, so we're forced to do it ourselves. So here we go. We're going to accept the measure plan, and as you can see, the display now shows all the control modules within the vehicle. And you will see it on the DME it says PC, which means programming code. Now it is actually downloading the information from BMW directly, and it will store that information in the PC so that if we lose internet connection, the programming will still continue. So I'm just going to kind of pan over the screen here, and you're going to see it's going to go through the process. As you can see, it's actually taking some information from the BO, and it's saving that information, because what it'll do is as it codes the information, it's going to want to put that back into it. So I'm just going to kind of hold this here for a few seconds, and then I'm going to, for time-wise and for memory for my camera, I'm going to pause it from time to time and then start it back up. So right now it's going through the process. As you can see where it says estimated time, you see how it says 000. That will always say 000 when using a pass-through device. So just remember that if you decide to use the pass-through device. So I'm now going to pause it, and then I'll come back to it a little bit later on.